Hello, this is Mr. Cryptogram. I'm brand new to the YouTube world, so please be easy on me. I'm gonna show you all how to make a or solve a cryptogram. I've been doing cryptograms now for a couple of years. I don't consider myself an expert, but I think I'm a little bit further than a beginner, so maybe about an intermediate level. So I maybe can show you guys what to do. Um, Saw a couple videos. Some of the methodology wasn't too bad, but it wasn't, not the best. So maybe perhaps with my knowledge, I can show some folks how to do things a little bit easier, a little bit better. Anyway, so I'm gonna get right to it. I have a puzzle here. It's actually I have a subscription to the Cryptogram Special Magazine with a geek, huh? This is out of the vacation issue 2012. Is actually number 107. I'm not going to show you the number from the book because I've partially solved it. This is actually my second crack at doing the video. So I've transposed the puzzle into this book, and here is the puzzle. It starts with, and what I do when I work on these puzzles, the letters that are on the page, they cease to be the actual letters of the alphabet. They become phonetic alphabet letters. So this starts with the letter Juliet and ends with the letter Papa. That's the last letter here. So Juliet, Golf, Foxtrot, X-Ray, Whiskey, Lima, Romeo, Papa, X-Ray, X-Ray, I'm sorry, Echo, X-Ray, then that's the comma. So anyway, so whenever I look at a brand new cryptogram that I'm working on, I look at the entire puzzle. That way I see if there are any patterns that I may recognize, um, anything that I may recognize as something that's easy to spot, something like the that, and then I take the th from that and maybe throw that into the th for the word the, and that way I've identified, four letters very quickly: th, a, and e, and I can take that into the rest of the puzzle, and bam. What I do as well, in order to minimize the mistakes, I complete my cryptograms in pen. Um, and I do this because the type of person I am is a measure twice, cut once type of person. So, um, I don't write anything down on the puzzle until I'm sure this is the letter. I've confirmed the words. I've confirmed exactly what letters are what letters and where they belong. And I've confirmed it with multiple letters in the puzzle. I don't just say, oh, that looks like it's a three-letter word. Oh, that's the. Or that's a three-letter word. Oh, that's uh, R, A-R-E. So, I'm a real cross checker. I check, I cross reference. If I think it's a letter or I think it's a word, I may cross reference that letter ad nauseum, with all the other words in the puzzle, and try to cross check that with the other words and those with the other words, until I have, until I feel comfortable enough to put the words down. And I normally don't feel comfortable enough to put words down until I've confirmed 4 or 5 words, and that typically is about 6 or 7 letters. So that's when I feel nice and easy. So typically 6 or 7 letters, that's at least 2 vowels. Keep that in mind. 2 vowels, 2 or 3 vowels. And I'm not talking about like a U and an O. I'm talking about like maybe an E and an I, or maybe an I and a U. I'm sorry, not an I and a U, but like an I and an A. So like frequently used vowels. So like, and then from the A and the I can just look at the frequency of the other letters, and take the E from that. So it makes the other words become very easy to pick out. So anyway, let's go back to 107 from the holiday issues. Go back to that. All right. So we've got some things, some culprits that are very easy to spot. All right. So the first thing that I spot here, you see Romeo X-ray right about here. So how many letters do you know that when you put a letter in the middle of it, it's still a word? How many words do you know that are like that? Two-letter words that if you put a letter in the middle of it, it remains a word. I only know one word like that, and that's the word is. Is. So I believe that Romeo X-ray is the word is. Because if you put a T in the middle of the word is, it's still it's. So, and I'm really confident of that because I've done the legwork. And if you look at the placement of the other S's in the words, now, one thing I did kind of have a problem with is the fact that the second word, okay, now if you look at the second word, it begins with an S and ends with an S, and then post second comma, which is like a parenthesis, basically. I would assume that this is a noun because, obviously it's got a plural. This is a plural, so it's a plural noun, and I would assume, obviously, this is the word is. But if it's a plural noun, how could it also be the word is? You would think a plural noun would have the word are. But anyway, maybe it's, there are only a few things that would follow that pattern. And we'll get more into that later on, okay, as we get more comfortable with the puzzle. Anyway, so let's go with that. So let's say we've got is here, and we've got 3 letters. So, okay, let's cross-check it some more. So let's think about some more letters that may go in here. So we've got the T. Let's see Bravo Golf. How many words do you know that start with the letter T and that are 2 letters? 2. So golf must be an O. Alright? So that was pretty easy. So now we've got 4 letters. I-T-S-O. So let's look some more. Alright, ding. Alright, this one's kind of a hunch. So this one's kind of a hunch here. I'm gonna go with the word let's say Bravo Juliet Papa, because I'm thinking that if you're right after a noun, you're going to talk about the noun. So if you're going to be explaining what the noun is. So, obviously with the two commas, you've got the noun and then you've got the verb. These 2 commas act as parentheses. So you're going to be describing what the noun is. So I would think that that word is the word the, because it starts with the T, which we've identified. So we've got 2 more letters. And then, we see Papa a whole lot in this puzzle. So it wasn't just a hunch. It's just like I'm looking at the frequency of the letter Papa. So I feel comfortable enough to go ahead and start writing. And then, you know, with the Papa dropping in, I'm sorry, with the Juliet dropping in as an H, I'm gonna go ahead and take that down to the word um the Zulu Romeo Bravo Juliet, because of the Bravo Juliet Papa. That's a TH. So Romeo Bravo. Okay, let me show you guys. I'm sorry. So we've got this. We've got the with the TH, and then we've got the TH. Jeez. We've got the TH here, the ITH. So how many words do you know end with ITH? I only know one, and that's with. So that's with. So we've got the, it, its, and with. So we've identified those words. So now we're going to go into the next phase of the puzzle, which is which is what I like to call the Wheel of Fortune phase. Okay, so let's write those words in first, and then we'll go into the Wheel of Fortune phase. All rights reserved to Wheel of Fortune. I have no no ownership to Wheel of Fortune, and they have all the credit to that. TH. And that is, and this is it, and this is two. Okay. So this is what we have thus far. So we've got the down, we've got with, we've got is. Oh, I forgot about the other the, sorry. Okay. So we've got the second the, we've got two, we've got its. Okay. Now, the next phase is to incorporate the letters that we have identified within words, but we're going to add those letters to the words that we haven't identified. So that's why I call it the Wheel of Fortune phase, because we're going to use those letters in the words that we don't know. So it's going to look like this.